Hey everyone, this is Jay with Douchebag Brigade, and today I'm not going to be doing SMT content. Today I'm actually going to be talking about a Dragon Ball's, well, more like a social media feud. You know, I'm a pretty big Dragon Ball Z fan. I grew up with that show, you know, and obviously that was like my favorite thing growing up when I was like 7, 8 years old. Vegeta, you know. Maybe one day he'll get a final boss win. We'll see. But anyway, more importantly, the reason I'm making this video is, you know, we got Geekdom101 supposedly talking shit about ForneverWorld. And this one guy I only saw this because this one guy had a video. I think his name was Perfection. And good name, too. But, you know, the thing is, I really don't think that I really think this is being taken and blown out of proportion. I mean, I actually listen to Geekdom101. He's very knowledgeable on all things Dragon Ball. He has great videos, and you know, he gets a lot of people to watch his stuff. And for ForneverWorld, I've watched a couple of his things. I wouldn't say that he knows what like Geekdom knows necessarily, but of course, it's also a cartoon, so your knowledge in it is, you know, only going to go so far unless you're the writer. But I just don't understand. I think what's happening here is, I don't think there's a real feud here, or a real beef, or a real battle, or anything like that. I think that guys like Perfection, which, don't get me wrong, I'm doing exactly what he's doing, if you can tell by the title of this video. I'm trying to get views. And I think this guy's trying to get traffic and views in the same way. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want him to think that I'm knocking him, because actually I was impressed with, you know, the fact that he took the time to find the exact quotes and ways and show that Geekdom was, you know, throwing shade on him with the voice actors. But again, I don't think this is really a beef or anything like this. I'd be really shocked if Geekdom and ForneverWorld don't do a video together at some point. They probably have. I haven't seen all of his videos or anything, but I mean, I'm sure they probably worked together, or they discussed things together. And, you know, one thing I can give Geekdom101 credit for is he does always pretty much give you the exact facts. He doesn't really ever throw any bullshit and, you know, fake stuff. Like I see other people all the time, like I want to say it's Goku something, or Dragon Ball something. It's always these fake videos and clickbait things, which again, big ups to them for being able to get views and traffic and, you know, make your money. But I just don't understand like the overall point here in trying to pin these guys against each other. I mean, I think Geekdom spends most of his time speaking with voice actors, getting us some detailed Dragon Ball content and updates, and figuring out, is it going to go past the comic run? Is it going to go here? Is it going to go there? And we can't deny that, even though some people may take shots at his in-depth videos with like Sean Schemmel or Chris Sabat. I mean, he's getting one-on-one real interviews with these guys. Whether people feel like they're cheesy or not, that's impressive stuff. Yo, I would have, when I was a little kid, I would have loved to have spoken to either Chris Sabat or the one that played Vegeta before him. That man, guy in Death Note, voice actor in Death Note that plays that Ryuj, but I can't think of Ryuk. I can't think of his name though. But anyway, you know, I think it'd be awesome to be able to interview those guys and do that kind of stuff. And I'm just kind of shocked that people are trying to put him in a bad light. I mean, I feel like he doesn't really, I mean, he's obviously, people on the internet are going to be opinionated, and they're going to be a little bit aggressive when they feel like they're getting shade shot at him. Obviously, he felt like saying Krillin in the Japanese format was a shot at him. And so, I mean, yeah, so he's responding in kind. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you feel like you're being, you know, disrespected, you should respond in kind. Especially when you know for a fact that these are the kind of guys that are buddies anyway behind the scenes. A matter of fact, if there is any truth to any of this, with the beefs and all that stuff, and that there's more meaning behind it, more than just a misunderstanding or maybe a misquote or just a little bit of testosterone flowing here, I would say maybe ForneverWorld and Geekdom101 know exactly what they're doing, and this is only going to garner more viewers, more traffic, more subscribers, because people will pick a side or whatever and they'll want to view, or maybe they'll view both because they want to hear it all. I mean, if you ask me, it's genius marketing, and there's nothing better than getting more viewers in this YouTube life. And so if I were a betting man, I would say that if this is for real, it's probably something that they've a multifaceted step to get more viewers. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, except for the people that are gonna overly push this stuff and talk about it for the next who knows how many months. I just want them to put out some good content. Both these guys. Like, I don't want to hear about a made-up fictional beef between the two of them. You know, just put out more good stuff. Geekdom's always doing. I'm waiting for them to go through the different Super Saiyan transformations and, you know, have some more of those in-depth videos. Yeah. That's it. And other than that, you know, obviously until more Dragon Ball Super comes out, I would imagine that any Dragon Ball channel's probably suffering a little bit because there's not as much content. I mean, not as many people follow the manga because we don't know whether this manga is a part of the Super that we're accustomed to watching when we get it. I mean, there's a chance that Moro is manga only. We don't really know. But that's the good thing about somebody like Geekdom, because he's going to know ahead of time whether that's the facts or not, or if it's going to be skipped or not, or maybe if it's going to be in a mini-series movie type format. You know, he's going to tell us first, instead of us sitting there trying to figure this stuff out through someone else or try to guess, and then we'll get a million rumors from everywhere else under the sun. Oh, this, you didn't hear? Vegeta actually reached Ultra Instinct 2. And actually, he calls himself Super Vegeta. So it's actually a new version of Super Vegeta against Cell, but it's ×2. But not just ×2. ×2 to the 10,000th power. Keep that in mind. So that's the kind of stuff that everyone on here is going to be pushing. And I think that we should just let this whole thing go with two YouTubers fighting. I mean, do any of us personally have any stake in this? No. There's probably 10 YouTubers that are all friends in a close-knit community, and to be fair, I'm sure they'll be friends by the end of the month. It'll all be blow over, they'll make up, they'll probably do a video together, and none of us will even remember this. And guys like Perfection that are, you know, and not just him, anyone who's making a video about this stuff, look at their views and their traffic, but it's going to be like one of those videos that'll be documented during a time period, and then it goes away. It's like whenever somebody put out something dealing with like Nicki Minaj or something like that. You know, it's like if she's in a beef with somebody, it's interesting for a day or two, it gets a lot of clicks, and then after that, it just kind of falls off into the back trails of you know, YouTube VHSs in a sense, you know, obsolete material that no one's going to watch again. It's kind of like if somebody makes a video game prediction, let's say, and then we have the actual release date. That video has literally become nothing unless someone goes back in time just to check it for content relevancy, and highly doubtful that it'll be used ever again. So I don't know. You guys give me your thoughts. I'm really curious to what everyone else thinks here. Subscribe to the channel. I do some Dragon Ball content, but a lot of SMT right now for video games, a lot of Let's Play stuff. But, you know, politics, video games, Dragon Ball, I do it all. Funny clips, little gags, anything. And so like, subscribe, comment here, tell me I'm retarded. Tell me I'm a genius. You know, I want to be able to really have a debate about this, because I think that this is the kind of thing that's going to blow over. We won't hear about it again. And, yeah. So again, you know, I appreciate everybody coming and listening to this rant, because it really is pretty much just a rant. I'll try to put some video to make it entertaining like the other YouTubers. And, yep, I'm out.